Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda. I am the KingFanMan. As many of you know, I got to go to QuakeCon this year in Dallas, and it was a great experience. And one of the great things about QuakeCon is getting to play games that not many other people in the whole world have gotten to play yet. And one of those games is the Elder Scrolls Blades. And as a huge Elder Scrolls fan, going all the way back to Morrowind, I could not wait to get my hands on this game. And after playing it, I couldn't wait to get back here to tell you guys about it. Now, it comes out this fall and it is free to play. I do want to thank Bethesda for giving me the opportunity to be able to play it and giving me the opportunity to come back and tell you guys about it. So without further ado, let's get into my review about the Elder Scrolls Blades. The very first thing I noticed when I started to play Blades was the graphics. And even though I'd already seen a lot of the footage from the E3 reveal, the graphics were so good they actually made me stop and say, wow. Yes, I actually said wow out loud, standing there with the Bethesda representative right beside me. Now, I'm not sure why the video footage doesn't do it justice, but it's true. And the Wolfman agreed with me as he got to play it as well. And you know what? Todd Howard said the same thing at E3, but I didn't realize it until I got home and rewatched it.
Believe me when I say you have to see this running on an iPhone X. This gigantic screen does not do it justice.
When I'd seen the footage of Blades at E3, the graphics reminded me of Oblivion. Better, of course, but I was kind of expecting something in between Oblivion and Skyrim. You have to remember this is for a mobile phone, but Blades really looks better than Skyrim, without a doubt. So for graphics, I give Blades an A+, no doubt, off the charts. Once I finally got over my fascination with the pretty world all around me, I finally got serious about checking out the gameplay. I have to admit the gameplay is a little awkward at first, but that's not the game's fault. It's probably due to the fact that I'm used to playing with a controller 99% of the time. So getting used to using a touchscreen to play an Elder Scrolls game might take a minute or two to get comfortable with. Now, despite this, Blades is surprisingly smooth in moving around the world. Again, the only trouble I had was getting used to using the touchscreen. One interesting feature of Blades is that you can play with it using the phone horizontally in the portrait mode with the screen laid down, or you can stand the phone up vertically and play. Now, Todd Howard said this is so that you can play at work while you're in a meeting or in school and no one would know, but I don't recommend this, of course.
If you're in a meeting on your playing a game, in portrait mode, no one knows you're playing a game. And so with Blades, you could be in a meeting playing Blades against someone at home in VR.
Now, when it comes to combat, they tried to make it a much deeper and more involved than just the simple click and hit of Skyrim. When an enemy approaches, there will be a small circle appear. You can hold the circle, and the longer you hold it, the harder your strike will be. Plus, you can hold your attack until the exact right moment when your enemy drops his or her guard. So I believe it is a much more immersive and rich experience than even Skyrim had in way of combat. And of course, you can also block and bash with the block as well. Now, I do have to admit, since I don't use magic in my playthroughs very often, I didn't do much magic work while I was playing Blades either. But I can tell you that I did try it once, so you can use magic, and it works about like it did in Skyrim. Now, as far as gameplay goes, I would give it a solid B+. But again, that's probably just because I needed longer to get used to the touch screen. As far as a mobile touch screen goes, it probably should score much higher. but I'm sticking with my B+. So what are my overall thoughts and grade of Blades? Well, wait, there's much more that I haven't told you. Number one, again, it is coming out this fall, and it is free. So yes, you can take Elder Scrolls with you on the go, and it is free, just like Fallout Shelter was. That's great. It is for the iPhone X, but this is where it gets good. Bethesda wants to bring Blades to more platforms in the future. Todd Howard said they want to bring it to pretty much everything, which includes the Nintendo Switch, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, and even VR. The only question is when this might happen. Now, this next feature is where it gets huge, but I cannot speak much to it. Blades has a feature of city building or town building, but again, I cannot speak much to it because the demo I played, we didn't get to do it. In this feature, you can build your own town, and then you will be able to manage this town as people start to come to it. And you will also be able to go and visit other players' towns as well. Listen to Todd Howard speak about this.
This is the hub for your story and quests. You are a member of the Blades, the Empire's top agents. Forced into exile, you return home to find your town destroyed and need to rebuild it. Yes, Blades also features a town building mode. You'll decide what your town looks like and be able to upgrade and decorate all of the individual elements in it. As your town levels up, you'll unlock new NPCs, quests, and more. You can even visit your friends' towns.
Now, as one that really liked the building mechanics in Fallout 4, I cannot wait to learn more about that aspect and to get my hands on Blades and to try to build my own town. So what's my overall grade that I give Blades? Well, it's hard to give a true and complete review just based on the limited gameplay. But with the amazing graphics that I gave an A+, with the very good gameplay that I gave a B+, and with the very, very promising future that I give an A, I feel very confident in giving Blades a very solid and high A, and my KingFanMan seal of approval. How can you go wrong? It's the Elder Scrolls that you can take anywhere, and it's free. No, seriously, it's going to be much like the Fallout Shelter. It will have microtransactions, but I've been playing Fallout Shelter for however long it's been out, since 2015, and you can buy stuff if you want to, but you never have to. You can grind and get all the stuff that you want to. Those microtransactions are none of them are necessary. So Blades is going to be absolutely the same way. And again, I promise you, it looks gorgeous. You're going to love it. So give Blades a try. And if you don't have an iPhone X, don't fret. I don't know how long it's going to take, but they're going to bring it to almost every platform. So very exciting stuff. Guys, thank you for getting your Bethesda fix right here. All the links are down below. Check them all out. Follow me, like me, all of those things. Remember, we have Discord. If you can support this channel, I need that support. If you're not a subscriber, do that. That is free. Thanks again for all that you do for the KingFanMan. I will be seeing you soon. Bye, guys.